Alright guys, we're gonna give this a shot. Not very good at doing videos of myself. I'm still learning. I thought I'd give you a little tour and see what life is like living in a fifth wheel and boondocking. So, you can see the bed area. This is the top part of the fifth wheel. Mom usually sleeps here, but she is at Bob's for a while. So it's just me hanging out. Say hi, Sassy Pants. Say hi, Sassy Pants. Yeah, are you a good girl? You having fun? Yeah? You're such a good girl. Where's Scooter? He's me, Scooter boy. Hi, buddy. I feel much better. Yes, we feel much better. We're trying to figure out the selfie stick. No, he's been doing so much better. They love it out here. Alright. So, don't mind the mess. This is sitting area. Focus that a little bit. There we go. This is a solar bulb, which I kind of forgot to plug in. So, let's go over here. This fifth wheel actually has a strange pop out. It's kind of a canvas. Usually this is where I stay. But yeah, this little guy here just plugs in. Again. It's super bright. It hangs up anywhere. It's got a little remote with different modes on it, so it's really nice. That's the refrigerator. Not very big, but it holds a lot more than you think. Same with the freezer. This is our sitting area. This can turn into a bed if we need it to, but there's more than enough space for me and her. Let's see. Don't mind the bottles. Trash is different when you're traveling. There's our sink. Go do dishes later once I start up the generator. Cabinets. So you got to be careful when you're boondocking about how much water you use, because the tank can only hold so much. Same with the gray water, black water, all that stuff. So when you're boondocking and you don't have any hookups, you gotta be careful and watch. So, see if I can. I really wish this thing was swiveled. It's hard to do. Alright, well, anyways, there's a little monitor. You can press it and it tells you how much room you have in the freshwater tank and all that stuff. Unfortunately, only the freshwater tank button works on ours. Yeah. We got a little stove, got the coffee maker, a little crock pot, all our spices and seasoning. This guy has a light, but he's kind of useless. There is no oven, just more space. Super powerful microwave, but we can only use that when the generator is running. Bathroom. A bad little bathroom. Sorry if I'm not getting very good video. I can't figure out how to switch the screen on this. Anyways, more closet space there. We had one too many rough jobs, so the little tiny ends that hold this guy up broke. So duct tape for the win. Now I'll take you outside and show you this beautiful area that we're in. No, you stay back, guys. Shoes. So far, no snakes, scorpions, lots of hummingbirds, which I'm going to try to convince Mom to get a hummingbird feeder that goes on the window because they like my red hair and I keep getting flybys. So let's see. We got our tables and chairs. I don't know if you can see, but Mom's got a cool little carpet rug thing. Not actually carpet, thank God. It's kind of like a plastic woven. Really cool. So there's the fishing wheel. Oh, those are the bikes. I like the bikes. It is crazy dry, and pine trees are in full pollination mode. So between the dry air, the dust, pollen, we cover them up because everything has a layer of dust. I'm not even joking. I don't know if you can see on the chairs here. But, yeah. So usually the electric stuff we keep covered just in case. So we're going to the back here. This is what I get to do today, and I'm not sure if I'm going to video this because I don't think anybody wants to see that. Thank God you can't smell it. But this is what they call a blue boy. I'll let the name fool you. What we do is we use this guy to empty out the black tank that has all the fun stuff in it. And I get to do that today by myself. Not fun, but gotta do it. So basically there's a little mace ear tool that we use, and it's a little motor. It hooks up. This is the generator. Yeah, I don't know, can you see the dust on here? That's what we cover it. There is a tube right there where I hook up the mace eater, and it grinds up everything, pushes it through a hose, and it dumps it into the blue boy. And then once we go to the state park, most state parks have a water and dump station, so we can empty out the blue boy when we don't want to drag this guy every single time we got to dump, because we get to stay at these boondocking places 2 weeks, 14 days, and it's kind of stupid if we gotta go like, you know, every 8 or so days to go and dump this. So the blue boy helps with those halfway bits, and most state parks do have a dump station. If not them, then usually some gas stations will, since RVing is a huge thing out here. A lot of places have those, so it's really cool. Yeah, we put the tarp over my little area because it gets super hot during the day and a little drafty at night, because at night it gets down into like the 40s and sometimes the 30s up here in the mountains. So I know you guys think I'm in Arizona, and I am, and you're thinking, this isn't a desert. Well, not all of Arizona is a desert, but it is hot and it is dry. You can't tell, but walking, I leave little poofs of dirt. We are 7,700 feet up in altitude, so sometimes it gets a little hard to breathe up here. Some of you know that I've always struggled catching my breath. Being in the altitude up here, I've had to use my inhaler a lot, and I'm blaming mostly on the pine trees. Alright, so I know I've mentioned my outdoor shower a few times. I'll show you this a little better if we can. Outdoor shower. Let's see. Work. There we go. It's not bad. Let's see. Zip it. You see? So it's got a hook at the top where we hook up our shower bags, and I'll show you those in a second. It's got a little table that's those pads on the bottom. Scary. I I've almost slipped to my death a couple times. So gotta be extra careful. The step ladder's in there so that I can put the bag up because it's a little taller than I am. We'll leave that open for now, but we try not to leave it open just because of the wind and, you know, scorpions. Mom is pretty sure they're gonna attack us in our sleep. I'm really surprised that didn't start barking yet. I don't know, you can't see it, but they're both sitting by the door waiting for me. It is gorgeous out here. You see behind me. Nothing but trees and those are the shower bags. So I recommend you get these. They are sitting in the sun, so they get warm. Ooh. Actually, I might have to take a shower soon before the water gets too hot. No, it still feels cold. Give them a little gentle shake because that the black heats it up. He's got too much air in him. You can feel him, and he still feels a little cold. So, yeah, I'll wait. Mom's been sunbathing herself as if she isn't dark enough. As you can see, I've been getting plenty of sun myself. Not much to do in this particular area, but it's been nice having the peace and quiet. I only have one neighbor. You can see him literally right behind us on the other side of the road. It's just gorgeous out here. I mean, literally, look at that. There's nothing. Just empty, 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 empty. And it's a Saturday. They've been doing a lot of tree cutting at night, which I didn't think they did at night because cutting trees in the dark is so scary. Not really sure why they're doing it that way. I don't know if you've noticed, some of the trees have orange marks on them. We did a little research and that's so they don't cut those trees down. I know, strange. You'd think it'd be the opposite, which is what we thought it was at first. Don't mind me, pine tree pollen. You can't see, but my phone screen is covered with dust already. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why there's not a whole lot of campers here. Second is there's actually some private property butt up against the national forest that we're in. So a lot of people like to ride their razors, their ATVs, their dune buggies, whatever the hell they call them up here, down here. I'm saying up because we're in the mountains. But our last campsite, there were so many of those stupid razors and four-wheelers just driving up and down the road all day long. And it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so dusty, because every time they go by, there's a cloud of dust. The wind isn't bad enough. Yeah. So I'm thankful that this place is a lot quieter. There's not as many razors up and down the road. We get one once in a while, but they're driving really slow. So this campsite is a lot quieter. Can you see it? It's a little house somebody made. Isn't it adorable? It reminds me of Danny. Danny would come to every campsite that he ever went to and would build a fort. This person didn't do the greatest job, but it's really super cute. The tire, yeah, it's cute. And no, I haven't tried to climb through the tire yet. I'd rather not. Just about every campsite that we go to, we find trash everywhere. And I'm noticing a trend. Apparently, people have to have about a dozen or so fire pits everywhere. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. You're gonna have 6, 7, 8 campfire pits. And this one, look, they didn't even, oh, can you see the ash right there? Yeah, they didn't even bother to put rocks there. No wonder Arizona has a fire problem with the wildfires. People don't care. Oh, and my favorite, there is a fire pit over there. Can you see it? When you first come in, first thing it tells you is this is a congested area, meaning there's people everywhere, and to not free range shoot at all. There's like no gunfire. You're not supposed to shoot here because, again, a stray bullet can do a lot of damage. And depending on the gun, it can go pretty far and still do a lot of damage, even if it hits trees and shit. That pit over there has shotgun shells. I've seen a lot of BB pellets and some metal casings from some other, probably 9mm. I can't tell, it's really rusted. So yeah, people suck. Come on guys, pick up your trash. The rules are there for a reason. You want to shoot your gun that bad, go on your own property or go to a gun range. Sorry, just how it goes. Anyways, this place, that's the tent that Mom and Bob stay in when he comes and visits on the weekends. And that's no use all that. The little green tent is his outhouse that he uses. But no, I mean, look at it. Nothing but trees, nothing but open. Everything's dry. June and July are the rainy season here. So me and Mom have been playing it kind of careful where we camp, because I was told from both locals and friends that have been here, maybe not necessarily up in the mountains, but you can tell. I don't know if you've noticed the dips in all of the ground here. Those are rainways or drainage or whatever, because when it rains here it pours, and that's not a joke. You know how they say when it rains it pours? I think they're talking about Arizona because it's monsoon. Like, they can go, I think last year they didn't have hardly any rain, but when it does rain, and it doesn't rain often, it comes down in droves. Like, I'm told, like golf ball size raindrops, not hail, just raindrops. I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to finding out how that is, but yeah, I guess your car gets muddy after the rain because the force of the raindrops are so strong that it just sends mud flying to the tallest part of your vehicle. So that should be fun. So we don't necessarily want to get caught out here boondocking when it's monsoon season. So we're gonna have to pick our next campsites very carefully, because we'll be spending 2 weeks at each one, and we don't want to be caught somewhere where we're gonna have to like dig out the fifth wheel, because all the mud and it might sink. It's heavy. Really hope that's not gonna be a problem, but hey, what are you gonna do? It's Mother Nature. As for the bugs, I think I've only gotten bit by one mosquito. Love it. It's really not that bad out here. I almost forgot that we're in the southern regions and that there are fire ants. But I haven't actually gotten bit by a fire ant, which is really confusing to me, because growing up in Texas, I literally had ants in my pants anytime I stood still. So, we learned real fast to keep moving, because you don't keep moving, you'll have ants crawling up your legs and in your pants and in your shirt, and they'll bite you. So, I haven't found any. Some really nasty red ants that have taken a dislike to where we've put in our shower, because the runoff apparently upsets them and they bite us before we get into the shower. But otherwise, no, haven't seen a single snake, not a single scorpion. The black bumblebees that live up here, they're really big and really kind of creepy looking. Like, they're black and gray, and they're like huge. Never seen anything like them. And the little guy keeps bumping onto the screen on the fifth wheel trying to get in, and I'm just like, I know you're harmless, but you're a little creepy. Kind of reminds me of June bugs, actually. So, and no June bugs. I haven't seen a single one. So yay! I've seen some of the prettiest birds here. At this campsite, I haven't really seen much wildlife. The last one we had a watering hole, so we did see some ducks and some other waterfowl and whatnot. But out here, I don't know, can you see the dust cloud coming up? It's starting to get windy. So not a whole lot of wildlife at this particular one yet, but I've only been here a few nights. So, and it's a lot quieter, but I'm assuming with all of the lumber, the timber and everything that they're doing, probably scaring away a lot of the bigger wildlife. So probably not going to see a lot in here. I'm hoping the next campground we go to, I get to see more wild horses. I haven't seen any in a while, but it has been getting hotter during the days. So they're going to stick to places that are a lot cooler, that has water source, more grass. There's not much grass out here. So, no, I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. It's been different. It's not an easy transition going from literally doing nothing and staying in your room all day and just going to work, coming home, and even though I love my job, I didn't really have much of a life or did anything other than just go to work. Now not really doing anything. I know a lot of you are wondering, how can you afford this with the gas prices? Blah, blah, blah. Well, thankfully, me and Mom are blessed, and she has my dad's pension that she gets every month, and so we still got to be careful, but it helps, and we get to enjoy doing this. As for me, I am not working this summer. Mom is taking care of everything for me this summer, just so that I can enjoy myself and figure out whether or not I want to continue doing this. And I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I know for sure that if I did come back to Michigan, I definitely would not be doing the same thing that I was. My life is forever changed, and I plan to keep it that way. So even if I decide to go home and, live in my house again with Eddie, things would still be different. I would still go traveling more now that I know how to do it. There's a few things still up in the air that depend on my future choices. That could possibly change what I end up doing. So, who knows? They would be positive things, so don't worry. But it really all depends on what I decide I want to do. And I'm not used to that. I'm not used to having that kind of option in my life. Doing this definitely has not been easy. I've cried. I've wanted to go home. I've had more panic attacks than I could possibly tell you. I've been frustrated. I've been stressed. But at the same time, haven't been. I get to do so much. I think it's the... Yeah, see that dust? I think it's the lack of stuff to do. I think it's having all of this free time. I'm not sure what to do with it. I'm not used to that. I'm used to always having to do something. And out here, I don't necessarily have to. I mean, yeah, there's certain things you gotta do. You gotta make sure you fill your water up. You gotta clean out the tanks. You gotta, move all the solar power stuff to, chasing the sun. So there's definitely stuff to keep you busy. And, if you're an outdoors person like me, lots of hiking trails. I haven't done a whole lot of hiking yet. I'll zip this up before the wind takes off with it. only because I keep injuring myself. Hiking would be a bad idea. But when Mom gets back with Bob, I plan to go fishing with them. And I've gone fishing in a long time. So, looking forward to it. The closer we get to Flagstaff, the more there's going to be stuff to do. We're just waiting on the wildfires to settle down and to see what the national parks are going to do, because they've already shut down a few of them because of the fires, and Flagstaff is pretty close to where they've been shutting down. So we've been kind of slowly making our way there. So we spent a couple weeks here, a couple weeks in another place, stuff like that. So eventually we'll make our way to Flagstaff, and then closer to the Grand Canyon. We might go to Williams to meet up with a friend who has been bugging me to come see him so he can visit. Sorry, JP, we'll get there eventually, I promise. But I gotta keep reminding myself that even though it's like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s here, it's still spring. It's not summer yet. And their summer season hasn't actually started yet. So we've got plenty of time to get to the Grand Canyon. It's already packed there. We were watching a video of a lady that, and a gentleman that were staying there, and still already pretty bustling. We did find out there is a lot of places that you can go free camping, or boondocking, what we call it, So, and boondocking is basically just roughing it. There's no electricity, there's no water, there's no drain, there's no nothing. It's just you and your camper. The camper isn't exactly roughing it, so to speak, but it's still home. And I'm not camping, I'm living out here, so I guess it's different. So I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for listening. I'll try to do these more often. Hope you enjoyed. Have a happy day, guys.